In this lesson, I will show you how you can extrude two or more 2D profiles and remove the material of this extrusion from another solid object. In the open document, I have already created two boxes from which I will remove material. In addition, I have already created the appropriate 2D profiles. In the following examples, I will use the Lofted Cut tool, which can be activated from the Features ribbon. Once I activate the tool, the Property Manager palette activates automatically. With the Profiles field active, I will select the rectangular profile first and then the ellipse. Once I do, the sketches names appear in the Profiles field. I will click on the check mark to finish the extrusion. As you can see, the extrusion was successful and the material of this extrusion was removed from the solid object. In the next example, I will activate the Lofted Cut tool again. With the Profiles field active, I will select the rectangular profile first and then the ellipse. Then I will activate the Guide Curves field and I will select the two curves that I have created. I will select the first curve and I will click on the check mark right next to the cursor to add this curve as a guide. I will repeat for the second curve. Now I will click on the check mark and I will orbit the view to see the result better. However, to understand even better the difference between the two extrusions, I will create a section. So I will click on the section view and I will create a section on the top plane. In the distance field, I will type the number 30 and I will press enter. Then I will click on the check mark and I will orbit the view to inspect the result. Notice the difference between the two extrusions. Now I will restore the view and I will go to the Feature Manager design tree to delete the second cut loft feature that appears there. Then I will activate the Lofted Cut tool again and I will select the two profiles of the extrusion. Then I will activate the Guide Curves field and I will select the curves that I have created. This time, I will also activate the Thin Feature option. In the Thickness 1 field, I will type the number 5 and I will press enter. Then I will expand the list right below and I will select the Mid-Plane option. If you look at the preview, you will see that a 5 mm thick gap is created based on the shape of the 2D profile. With the Mid-Plane option, half of the thickness I have defined in the Thickness 1 field is given to the outer side of the rectangle and the other half to the inner side. Since I have reached the desired result, I will click on the check mark to create the final object. By activating the Thin Feature, the final object has been separated into several bodies. For this reason, a message appears asking me if I want to keep all the bodies that have been created. I can activate the Selected Bodies option and select which of the two I want to keep. If I want to keep all the objects, all I have to do is select the All Bodies option and click OK. Now I will orbit the view to inspect the result. I will click in the section view one more time to show you the final result. Before we finish the lesson, I should mention that if you activate the Thin Feature option while you create the Lofted Cut extrusion, you cannot deactivate this option when you edit the feature. Now you can use this tool too to remove material from your own 3D objects.